Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to another Skylanders tier list video. Today we are doing Trap Team. Just want to say before I get into this, the villains will be a later video. I haven't played with all the villains yet. So, um, villains will be in a later video. And then also, some of these are going to be like kind of rated differently, but also the same. So I'm gonna be rating them off of three things basically. I'm gonna be rating them off of how much I enjoyed playing with them, like how fun they were to play, their design, and also how strong they were. But like for some they can be like not very strong but really fun to play, really good design, and I'll put them in like A or S tier. And then like it just really depends on the Skylander itself. And also I played through this all on Twitch. All my Skylanders start from level 1. They start from level 1, and I I like trained them all up, and like I wanted to try and use all of them in one playthrough. So some were upgraded, some of them weren't. It just kind of varies between the Skylanders. So just be aware that like some I used with like no upgrades, some I used with a couple upgrades. But yeah. So starting off, we have Blades. Blades, honestly, I really like his design, but like I wasn't um I didn't really have too much fun playing with him. He just didn't feel that strong either. But I do like his design. I'm gonna put him in B tier. Next up we have what's this guy's name? Fling Kong. He was flying around on his little carpet and then throwing his frisbees. I didn't mind him. Um, but I think he's also gonna go into B tier. Next up we have Gusto. I really like his design. His design. He's just this big fat dude with a giant boomerang. And then his suck and blow, I don't really know if there's like a difference between the like when you sucked in and blowed out, if there's like a difference in damage or whatever. I feel like I don't remember if I upgraded him or not, but I feel like if like I were to have upgraded him enough, he could have like probably that's probably a good possibility that he would have like there would have been some difference and like I would have sucked in enemies or something. But I'm gonna put him into A tier. I liked him. When I was younger, I had him named as my name. I had him named Brock for some reason. So that was interesting. I guess I'm a fat Skylander, guys. But anyways, next up we have Thunder. I believe his name's just Thunderbolt. To be honest, I was not excited to play for him. I was like, okay, this guy does not look like he's gonna be anything too crazy. And then when I actually started playing with him, he seemed pretty good. Like his sword does a knockback attack. Well, like to smaller enemies, it knocks enemies back. And you can throw down these cloud sort of things that like if they're in these clouds, they get damaged like over and over again. So what I would do was I would throw down these clouds and then keep knocking the enemies back into the clouds. And then it would do pretty good damage. But yeah, I honestly did not mind him too much. It's either an A or B tier because it's definitely not S tier, but it's definitely not bad. I'm gonna put him into A tier. I feel like the only thing that's really no, because I'm gonna put him in B tier, because like I feel like he could be a little bit better, and then all like because against bigger enemies he's not too great, and then I would put him in. Definitely not putting him in the S tier, and then his like design. I'm not a big fan of his design too much. Next up we have Blackout. Blackout is like one of the few characters I actually got to like upgrade and stuff. Um, So two things kind of happened while I was playing with him. I was playing with him through I think it was the level to go fight Golden Queen, but the first time trying to play with him, I got like my game crashed, and I was in the middle of fighting Golden Queen. I was not happy about that. But and then the second time, Golden Queen just completely disappeared. So then I had to restart the level again. So so I did get to play with him upgraded because like obviously the gold saves onto the Skylander. So like it like saved the gold and stuff, and then I played with him upgraded. So, but to be honest, I was actually once like when he wasn't upgraded at all, was not enjoying him. Once I actually upgraded him, I was really liking his movesets. I'm gonna put him into A tier. It's kind of unfair that I get to play with him upgraded, but like a bunch of these did not get to play with them upgraded. But oh well. Next up we have Nightmare. To be honest, the design's great. I love the design, but her moveset just kind of felt a little bit basic. Like she had her charge attack, and then she also just had a slice attack. And I also did upgrade her, but I didn't get to play with her upgraded. Um, she had like a battle horn sort of thing, and then it could also like stun enemies. But again, I didn't get to play with that. So we're gonna put her into B tier, I feel. I really like her design, but like just she just did not seem to be putting out what I wanted. But I mean, I cuz like she felt strong, but like just it just didn't feel that fun to play just cuz of like the sword moves just kind of felt basic. All right, next up we have Fist Bump. To be honest, I heard people talking about him, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I really like Fist Bump." I thought they were just talking about design wise, because like he does look good design wise, but he was a lot better than I expected. He had this attack kind of like Frino, where he would kind of like slam on the ground, he'd punch the ground and stuff, and then he also had this attack where he would slide, and then when you punched where he slid, if that makes sense, these like spikes would come out of the ground. And honestly, I thought it was pretty awesome. I'm gonna put him into A tier because of that. And did not know he was a panda. It said something about pandas in his moveset, and I was like, this guy's a panda? I did not know that. Next up we have Head Rush. To be honest, not a fan of her like at all. I'll be putting her into C tier. Her charge attack did not feel that great. Um, and then she also had a stomp attack, also did not feel that great. So she's going into C tier. Um, Next up we have Rocky Roll. Rocky Roll, to be honest, I love his design. I didn't feel like his moveset was anything too crazy. I believe he shot out rocks, and then also like I don't remember what his other attack was. I'm gonna put him into B tier though. I like his design. It's really good design. Next up we have Wallop. Wallop, I love Wallop. He he definitely has like a really good design. I like I like his whole design, and then his hammer attacks. You could throw his hammers, and then also like slam on the ground with his hammers. They felt pretty good. I like Wallop. I'm putting him into A tier. Next up we have Kaboom. Kaboom, not a fan of him like at all. His moveset did not feel great to play. It also just didn't feel very strong. Didn't feel like he was putting out enough damage. And then his design, do not like his design. He's going to be going into D tier. Next up, we have Torch. Not a big fan of her either. She threw out her horseshoe thingies and then also was like shooting out fire. And then just not a big fan of her design either. I'm going to put her into C tier. Next up, we have Trailblazer. This guy just looks like a pony top with armor, to be completely honest. So that's not the design's not too great. He did design wise feel like kind of feel like Hot Dog, he didn't feel like too unique. Besides, like, I can't remember what his other attack was, but I remember one of his attacks being similar to Hot Dog. And then the other one, I believe, was just, I think it was just a kick attack. I'm gonna put it into C tier. Next up we have Wildfire. This is immediate S tier. The design, so great. His attacks felt really nice. He felt like he was, like, they worked well together. His, like, two main attacks worked well together. So, definitely putting him into S tier. I've always loved him. And his Dark Edition, man, it looks clean, dude. I love it. I got, when I was younger, I got the Dark Edition starter pack, and it just looks good. I feel like that starter pack was definitely a great pickup. I'm glad I got that. Obviously, when I was younger, I didn't like know as much, but like it was definitely a great pickup. Because you got one. I have both regular and Dark Edition Wildfire, but yeah, you got an extra Skylander being Wildfire. The Dark Edition of Snapshot and Food Fight both look good. You got the Ultimate Chaos Trap, and then you got two more traps as well. I believe that's it, besides like the game and the portal, obviously. But yeah, that the Dark Edition is just so much better. Yeah. But anyways, next up we have Bushwhack. To be honest, did not like this guy. He kind of felt like a little bit of a stronger Stump Smash, but his design is just not as great as Stump Smash. Because, I mean, he had his axe attack, which was, like, different than Stump Smash, obviously. But, like, he had acorns as well. So he had, like, a melee attack, and then he shot out acorns. So, not a big fan of this guy, design-wise either. I'm going to put him in a C tier. I remember liking him as a kid, but just now, do not like him that much. Next up we have Food Fight. Food Fight is just like, I like Food Fight. He's definitely like a classic when you think of Trap Team, but like that's also because he was in the starter pack. To be honest, his moves didn't feel too great. His like landmine attack didn't feel too great. It felt like it kind of like missed a lot, but his shoot attack wasn't too bad. I'm gonna just put him in a B tier, to be honest. Next up is High Five. I do not remember his main attack. I remember him shooting out like these poison thingies, and then there being like a poisonous cloud. I don't remember his main attack at all. It was something, or maybe that was his main attack, and then I don't remember his secondary attack. But yeah, to be honest, I didn't even know this guy existed for a bit. Um, when yeah, he was the last one I like I I don't know the wording, but like he was the last one I got. I completely forgot about him. He wasn't the last one I used, but like he was the last one. I completely forgot about him. I'm putting him into D tier, to be honest. I feel like his design's just like kind of basic as well. Like it feels like it fits more into Spyro's Adventure. That's kind of how basic it feels. Like not saying that there's anything wrong with Spyro's Adventure, it just doesn't fit the game that it's in, I feel. Next up we have Tough Luck. To be honest, Tough Luck, I do not like the design. Kind of like the same thing as Thunderbolt. Did not like the design, but honestly kind of like the moveset. She would put down like these clover thingies behind her when you pressed her Z attack, and then you could either go into it and hide, or you could jump out, or you could use it to like damage enemies, and then you have your big old thingy things that you would attack with. So I'll put her into B tier as well. I like her, but not enough to be like A or S tier. But next up we have Nightlight. I am putting this guy into A tier. He felt really good. I think the main thing holding him back is his like. To be honest, okay, I'm not a big fan of his design. Well, I like his design kind of, but like I don't know, there's just something about his design that like puts me off. Maybe it's like the big old bird head thingy. I feel like that's like the only thing that's putting me off. But like otherwise, gameplay wise, he felt really nice. Um, I felt that he felt like a pretty good character, so I'm gonna put him into A tier. Next up, we have Spotlight. To be honest, Spotlight, I I didn't feel too crazy about. I mean, she shot out this little ring thing, and then you could shoot into it, and it spins in a circle, or you can just shoot into it straight. So I felt like she felt somewhat nice, and her design's pretty good. I'll put her into B tier. Next up, we have Blastermind. Um, I feel like gameplay wise, he felt fun. His design, though, I hate it so much. I'm gonna put him into. It's between B and C tier because like B tier because he felt fun to play and stuff, but C tier because of that design. I'll put him into B tier, I guess. Next up, we have Cobra Kadabra. I like his design, but like man, his moveset just did not feel great. He shot out some thingy things, and then he also made these cobra things, like these baby cobras. I feel like they were kind of like the thunderclouds, but just didn't feel as great. But I'm gonna put him into C tier. I like his. The only thing that's really keeping him from a D tier is his design. But yeah. Next up, we have Deja Vu. To be honest, not too crazy on her design. Um, I I mean it's fine, but just not a too big of a fan of the design. But but I do like her moveset. Her moveset felt unique. It didn't feel too great, but it felt unique. Like you'd make these clones and then you'd shoot out these things. Um I don't know, it also felt kind of clunky as well. I'm gonna put her in a C tier. Her moves felt unique, but like I don't feel like they felt unique enough to like being in B tier and like being good enough. Next up, we have Enigma. To be honest, I I did not like care too much about his moveset. Was not expecting him to play like that. I was expecting him to be long range. He was a short range character. He would like go in and smack with his staff, or he would like go invisible and like run away. Was not expecting that like at all, but his design's pretty cool. I like how like towards the bottom it goes like more invisible, and like towards the top it's like you can see it fine. So I'm gonna put him. Ooh, I'm gonna put him into A tier. Like his moveset felt alright. Um, that's kind of like the main thing holding him back. But like he felt fun to play. He felt strong, and then he also felt like he also looks good. Next up we have Chopper. To be honest, was not a big fan of his moveset, but I love his design. He's going into B tier. I've always loved him. I had him when I was younger as well. I've just always liked his design. He's always been cool. Next up we have Gear Shift. Do not like the design at all, but her moveset like felt pretty nice, to be honest. You could switch between her like three different movesets. She had this gear, like the gear would just be in a full circle that would spin around her, and then you would like attack with it. That was kind of like more close range. She had, well, it was like somewhat close range, I guess. She had like she could break off her gear and like hold like two halves in like a half in each hand, and then like smack them up with it. Or she had this like, I guess I don't know. It didn't really look like this, but like in a way, a little bit looked like a half of a DNA strand. But like she turned her gear into that, and then like she would she kind of like kick, I guess, and it'd shoot out like a little thingy thing. That's my best way of describing it. But her gameplay felt unique. I just do not like design at all. So she's going into B tier. Next up, we have Jawbreaker. Um, to be honest, I feel I'm not like I don't normally feel this about Skylanders. But I feel that the legendary one looks a lot better on Jawbreaker than the regular one. I don't normally feel like that. Um, because like I'm normally a big fan of like their regular designs, but to be honest, I like the legendary one more. But regardless, he does have a good design, and then he would punch, and then I think he would like charge up as well and punch faster. He felt good. I'm gonna put him into A tier. I like him. Next up, we have Treadhead. Forgot his name for a sec. Treadhead, to be honest, was not didn't feel too great. Um, he would like charge into people, and he would constantly fall over, and he would also like shoot out of the back of his like little pipes back here. Um, I did not like it just because like shooting out the back doesn't feel like great. I much rather prefer shooting out the front, but I guess they're trying to make him like unique, so it's not feeling the same over and over again. I'll put him into C tier. I feel like his design's not like bad, so I feel like that kind of helps him a little bit. But yeah, I'll put him into C tier. Next up we have Batspin. To be honest, she kind of looks like another, like she kind of looks like a Wish version of Hex, um, or Timu version or whatever. Dude, I have not heard anyone say Wish version. I don't know what conjured me to say Wish version. I've not heard that in a while. But yeah, she kind of looks like the Timu version or the Walmart version of Hex, to be honest. She didn't feel too awful. I didn't mind her moveset. I'm gonna put her into C tier. I don't like her design a lot, but I didn't mind her moveset. Next up we have Funny Bone. I love Funny Bone so much, but his moveset just did not feel great, like at all. He was like rolling around and shooting out these like things. I didn't expect him to be like melee, but like man, I did not like. I mean, he kind of was because he would like spin around, like he would like spin and then like ram into people as like a charged attack kind of thing, and then or charge attack, not charged, charge attack, and then he'd shoot at these things. I did not like his moveset, but I'm gonna put him into B tier still. I love him. He's one of my favorites. You know what? We're just because I like him a lot, I'm gonna put him into A tier because I just love him, dude. Look at him. Look at him and tell me you don't like him. Like what? Next we have Crypt King, immediate S tier. Design fantastic. His moveset, to be honest, his bees didn't feel too great, but like that doesn't matter because I like playing as him regardless. I didn't use his bees like at all, but he would like his C attack. I did get to upgrade this guy. He would like move around his sword and stuff and would attack people, and then he also had his regular sword that like you would slice people up. I liked him a lot. So he's going into S tier. Next up we have shoot, what's his name? It was, oh man, I cannot remember his name. Hold on. Okay, I had to look it up. His name is Shortcut. I like his design a lot. He looks kind of silly. But his scissors attack didn't feel too bad. And then his little puppet guys, I felt like it was cool that you could cut them down from their strings to make them come out and attack faster. I'm gonna put him into B tier. I feel like he's not like, I'm gonna put him in an A tier. I like him a lot. Next up we have Echo. To be honest, Echo like did not like, I like her design a little bit, but like I feel like I didn't really know how to play her too much. She shot out this bubble. And I was like, okay, I guess. But then it felt like it didn't do like anything, to be honest. It felt like there's no point. I feel like there's got to be an upgrade or something that makes that bubble better. but it felt like it didn't do like anything. And then she shot out like this kind of sound wave thingy. But I did like when like we were walking around with her, she was like constantly listening to music or whatever. I'll put her into C tier. Next up we have Flipwreck. Flipwreck, I don't know how I feel about his design, to be honest. I mean, he's cool. And he would also like ride around in his little shield thing, his pirate wheel, his ship wheel, and he would smack up with his sword. I didn't mind him. I feel like he's deserving of B tier. Next we have Lobstar. Lobstar, I I didn't mind him. He had his shuriken attack, obviously, with those big old shurikens. Um, he had um he had like this attack where he would like kind of charge up and get stronger, but it took a bit to charge up. And then he had this like roll attack. I would put him, I don't know. I just feel like his charge attack took too long. So like he would be an S tier if it weren't for that. But yeah, I feel like he's deserving of A tier. And then finally we have Snapshot. I love Snapshot. Again, this is one of the ones I have for Dark Edition. And it looks very good. And then he had his shoot attack and then the slam attack. I felt like he was a very good mix of close and far range. He is going into S tier. I feel like all three are my S tier. When you think of Skylanders, these are Skylanders Trap Team specifically. These are kind of the main three you'll think of. But yeah, I really liked them a lot. I feel like they are very much deserving of the S tier spot. Um, but yeah, anyways, that's kind of about all I have for you today. Make sure to watch out for the Skylanders Trap Team villains tier list. And also if you want like a Giants, like Spyro's Adventure all the way up to Trap Team so far. Well, obviously I'm gonna do villains, but Spyro's Adventure through Swap Force villains as well, like boss fights and stuff, or I can just do like regular villains as well if you want. Let me know in the comments. And then also if you want me to do a what's it called? Shoot. Um oh yeah, and then also if you want to watch me like playing Trap Team, later today we'll be doing another Trap Team stream most likely. So if you go down in the description, I should have my Twitch link, and then you'll be able to follow me there, and then I'll be most likely playing more Trap Team later today. But anyways, thank you all for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you agree with my tier list. If not, tell me in the comments how stupid I was that I put Cobra Kadabra in C tier, or how Crypt King should definitely not be in S tier. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments of my tier list. If you have anything you would change. And then also, I don't know if I've said this over on YouTube, but I've definitely thought about it. I would love to do like once I max everyone out, get like get all of them to all of their maxed out move sets and stuff. I'd love to like remake these tier lists kind of. But anyways, that's kind of enough rambling for me today. I'll see you all later. Have a good rest of your day or night depending on where you are. And bye guys.